Hello, Flosstube. This is Flosstube number 22. I am Nichol. Happy Halloween! So I had mentioned on my Facebook group and also on my YouTube community page that today is going to be a Halloween FFO parade. And if you are not familiar with FFO, that's a fully finished object. So this is my Flosstube series on my YouTube channel, which Flosstube just means that it's kind of a play on YouTube where stitchers share their stitching, whatever that stitching might be. I share cross stitch and a little quilting here on my channel. Going to be a little bit more quilting coming very, very soon. But today we are going to talk a lot about cross stitch. I did not get tons of new stitching done, and I do want to talk a little bit about the reasons why here as we get started. But what you can look forward to in today's Flosstube episode is the Halloween FFO parade. I'm going to share with you my progress on the old-fashioned SAL. This is Shannon Christine's old-fashioned chart. We're doing a stitch along with me on my YouTube channel as well as here. Our next Stitch with Me live is tomorrow evening. Yeah, I have to think about what day it is. Tuesday evening, so November 1st. And that'll be week 5. So definitely join me, even if you aren't stitching, even if you're finished. I've seen you guys in my Facebook group who have finished early. That is so amazing. I will give you an update on the finishing piece for that. Then I'm going to talk about some haul. I'm going to talk about a new start, kind of plans for the rest of the year. We're going to see how that goes. And then I may continue that in 2023. I can't believe we're talking about that. And then I have some giveaway winners and some new giveaways this week, as well as some Stitchy mail and kindness. So that's what you can look forward to today. Now, before we get started, I do want to mention timestamps are down below. So if you want to skip anything or you're looking for something specific, you can definitely skip ahead. I do appreciate everyone who watches the video, likes the video, subscribes to the channel. I am getting so much closer to 100K here on my channel, and it is a card making channel as well as where I share my cross stitch and my quilting. So when we reach that milestone, I'm going to have a big party here. Now for some not so good stuff. I am aware that about midweek last week that spammers stole my profile photo, created a different account, and were leaving comments on you guys' comments on several different videos, not just Flosstube. Flosstube, I think, is where it started, and then it trickled into other videos. And these are the only videos where I offer some sharing, you know, giveaways. But they stole my photo in a lot of cases. In some, it was a completely different channel that was acting like I don't even know, you guys. I don't have that mindset, so it's really hard for me to understand. But I want you guys to be aware of this and be aware of scams. So they were leaving comments and they were saying to text me through something called Telegram. I don't know what that is. When you win something from me, one, I will never, ever ask you to go through a third-party app in order to claim a prize. Number two, I never comment on your comment trying to track you down. I don't have time to track down winners and things like that. I ask you, I announce the winner. I ask you to email me at the email address provided. If you don't email me, I pick someone new, as you're going to see here today. I had to pick a new winner for one of my previous floss tubes. So don't fall for it, please. Scammers are super prevalent. I've heard from a lot of you who said, I see them on every channel I follow. And it's true. A lot of times I get the hot girl ones and I try to remove all those. I will tell you, I took hours and hours and hours last week on a not so great week. I'm just going to be honest. Not so great for so many reasons. We all have those weeks, so I'm not going to complain about it. But I did take hours trying to catch all of them. I may not have, and I do apologize for that. I have reported them. So if you get a weird comment and you think to yourself, that's strange, that doesn't seem like it might be from Nichol, because I had a lot of people say, hey, Nichol, guess what? This is happening. And then I had a few of you who I think responded because it was my profile photo. I did change my profile photo. Just to try to help with that. But I mean, it's me, so not everyone's going to notice I changed it. However, this is how you can tell if it's me without emailing me all the time in case I can't get to all of those, because I am a one-woman show. I did try to respond to as many as possible, but I may not have. But how you can tell it's me, I'm going to put a graphic up here on the screen right now. And this is actually me responding to a comment. And this goes for anyone you follow, if you question whether it's them or not. So you're going to see on the screen that my reply to someone's comment is highlighted. It's in a bubble. And out next to it is the amount or the number of subscribers I have. Then if you click the thumbnail photo and go to the channel, it takes you to my channel and it shows you all the videos. That's how you know that it's me answering someone's comment, because I do answer comments. When I get questions, I do try to answer those. I may not get to all of them, but I try. I will heart comments, and I also will answer questions. Now, if you get something and it's my face and you think that doesn't look quite right, because usually they just kind of slightly change my name or any channel's name to make it look like them, click the thumbnail photo and it's going to take you to a bogus page. Usually it's a page that's just been started within the last month or two. They won't have any videos. That is not me. That is not who, I mean, if this is on another channel you follow, that's not them. So that is a very easy way. And then from there, you can report them. And I have reported the channels that were impersonating me, and also the other channel that was not even my profile photo, who was telling people they won things and to text them. You guys, I will never, ever ask you to text me. Never. No third-party app. And I hate to go on and on about this, but here for a little bit, I'm probably going to talk about it a little bit because I don't want any of you to be taken in by them and give them your information. Okay, that's enough of that. A little bit of a review of what's gone on. Since I talked to you last, I had a card making retreat that went wonderfully. It was such a good time. Definitely found out that we have some paper crafting friends who do not like stitching, and that is okay. I'm stitching something for one of them. We didn't cross stitch, but we did make some felt ornaments, and one of the girls, she just couldn't do it, and it was so cute. And then we had some girls who were like, I had a couple cross stitchers there who at least had cross stitched in the past, and they were really comfortable. I had some ornament makers there. I will tell you guys, I have another little series that's going to be part of Flosstube that will be felt ornaments, or stitching with felt. I think I'm going to add that in here with this portion because it really falls more in line with stitching probably than paper crafting, even though you can use some paper crafting dies. But I feel like it falls more into Flosstube. So stay tuned for that. The project that my poor girl Carol from Florida couldn't do, I'm stitching it for her and sending it to her. And I'm going to actually stitch it for y'all here in a edited video. And then I've had some requests to stitch some of the pashta designs, so I'm going to definitely do that as well. So the retreat was wonderful. It was amazing. I need to put some photos up. I did not do a good job of that. I'm horrible at it, but Keisha actually took photos of everybody on the rainbow stairs at the whatever craft house, and it was so good. So maybe I'll even throw some of those up here at the end of the video for you guys to see. And yes, if you guys, paper crafting world, if you're wondering if it was Keisha Charles, it sure was. She's so amazing, you guys. Oh my gosh. She takes great photos and she makes the most amazing cards. So Yes, it was good. It was a weekend filled with laughter. So it's just like if you're going to a stitching retreat, I'm sure it's the same, where it's just laughter, new friendships, old friendships, and you come home with a heart filled. It is literally the best medicine. And I am really glad that I had that going into maybe one of the hardest weeks I've had in a while. The other thing I want to mention for my paper crafting crew, I've seen some requests and I have not gotten to everyone. What's wrong with your blog? Yeah, guys, that's right. On the week I had spammers impersonating me, my blog's been down. And anyone who uses TypePad, your blog's been down because they have royally messed things up. And that is not the word I used when, I'll be honest, when this last week has been difficult because I had a lot of content and none of it has gone up. So it's a new week. We're going to see where we go from here. I have a Zoom meeting in 2 days with a new blogging platform, and I'm going to see if they can do what I need them to do and transfer my content to somewhere else. And that was in the works before this happened, but we need to get that done. And I kind of hope that, I don't know yet. I'll keep you updated, but I'm really hoping that it is something where I can have two halves to a whole, if that makes sense, where I can have a card making side and maybe a stitching side or stitching quilting side, all encompassed on one site. Let's cross our fingers because that's my dream, to maybe have everything housed at one place, but have two sections so that, for those who don't want to do the stitching, not you guys, or don't care about it, they can kind of see what they want to see. So we shall see. Let's cross our fingers and hope the meeting goes well. I'm really, really excited. A favorite blogger, well, actually Instagrammer of mine, she is not in the crafting at all. She's a DIYer, had mentioned this company a while back, and she's somebody I followed for a long time and I love. And so I reached out to the company and I was like, can we have a meeting and see if this is something that will work for me? And it might not, but it might. Anyway, with that being said, what else has gone on? My daughter turned 22 this last week. And for everyone who said I look too young to have a 22-year-old, thank you. You're my favorite. I have an older son too. He'll be 24. And my baby's going to be 17. I'm so sad. Anyway, she turned 22, but probably even more exciting than that, and I can announce it. I've mentioned this a couple times in a couple of videos now. Live videos, Patreon and on here, because they announced it publicly. I was waiting for them to announce it. I don't like to, kind of rain on someone else's parade, but her boyfriend proposed to her in Florida in spectacular fashion. He did come to me prior to their vacation and asked my permission. He asked her dad to, didn't ask my dad. My dad was real put out. No, he wasn't. He just likes to tease. But Grandpa likes to tease her a lot. But anyway, she said yes, and she's very, very happy. He is very, very happy. So I'm going to gain a son-in-law. They're not going to get married anytime super, super soon, but yeah, excited to help her plan that. So that is my big news there. She and I went out and got tacos, which is our favorite thing to do when we celebrated her birthday. Let's see. Brendan took me out for sushi. That's kind of he and I's thing. And then my daughter and her boyfriend came over on the weekend. My little senior dog wasn't doing very well, and honestly, I thought maybe that was it. I hate to say it like that. That's not how I mean it. We adopted him when he was 9, so we adopted a senior dog, and we knew that. But he's 12 now, and I think I should preface this. He seems okay. I do have a vet appointment on Monday, so I'll find out more. But he was not good, and I'm okay now because he's better, but I was a mess and she was a mess. So they came over and spent some time with him, but he made a miraculous weekend recovery. I tease that he's a cat with 9 lives. Anyway, so they came over. I went and picked up some Chinese food for everybody because I did not feel like cooking, and we did that. I had a Patreon live Saturday. You guys, it has been crazy. And then I FFO'd my little heart out. So all good. It's all good. All right, let's move on to Q&A. I have a little Q&A. Again, please remember timestamps below. Also, please remember, I link below. I link to everything I possibly can. If I miss something, for sure reach out to me, but I do try to link to anything we talk about in the video down in the description. So Q&A, Valda. I'm looking for a snowman pattern. Could you bring me up to date as to where to find individual patterns? I shop a lot with Fat Quarter Shop. I have made no secret about that. Fat Quarter Shop was, and I mean, it for years, even before I shared here, years and years ago when I decided I wanted to learn to quilt, and I am completely self-taught, Fat Quarter Shop was the first shop I went to. And then here a few years ago, they started selling cross stitch, which I cross stitched years and years and years ago. And I thought, that's fun. Let me just try a couple things. And so they're kind of my go-to shop for many, many things. So I would say Fat Quarter Shop. I have a link down in the description below. In full disclosure, I am an affiliate with them. So if you make a purchase, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do get a small percentage of that back. And they are also wonderful. They provide some giveaways and things here, and which is so kind and so generous. I've done some stitch along, or I am doing some stitch alongs with them. I have some coming up later this year. I've done a quilt for them that they shared for National Jelly Roll Day. I'm doing a quilt along with them that starts here in just a couple weeks. So they are a fantastic shop. I absolutely love them. And I think the content that they put out on their channels, both Flosstube and their Fat Quarter Shop quilting, is absolutely amazing. It's a huge amount of free content. The other place that I shop, if I don't shop Fat Quarter Shop, and I do buy a ton of patterns, is Etsy. I will shop individual designers shops on Etsy. So Stitching with the Housewives, a Cherry Hill Stitchery. Primrose Cottage. And I will say a lot of times the reason I choose to use the Etsy shop is because it is a download. And I love downloads because I can enlarge it for my old eyes. So, you know, there's that. And I love supporting shops that way. So I would say Fat Quarter Shop and Etsy are my two go-tos. And I will link Fat Quarter Shop below. You probably know what Etsy is. Definitely check it out. Susan. Nicole, I watch your channel for card making and recently found that you have this channel as well. I'm not sure what Flosstube means, so if you could explain that. And she wants to learn to quilt and how to stitch. How do I get started in those? And is it embroidery or cross stitch or counted cross stitch? So lots and lots of questions from Susan. I kind of answered what Flosstube was at the beginning of this video. It's a play on words of YouTube, and it's just where stitchers talk about their stitching or quilting. And then I kind of answered the rest of it. Where can I learn? I have links for you, and I did reply to her with these links as well already. But there is a beginner quilting series on Fat Quarter Shop, and then there is a beginner cross stitch series on the Fat Quarter Shop Flosstube. I'm linking to those playlists below. I know a lot of you have used those, and the content is amazing, and it is the perfect way, I feel like, to get started. When I started quilting, there wasn't these videos. It was that far enough. It was like right before YouTube really, or, you know, people were really doing tutorials. And so I read a lot of blogs. But I will say with the the videos out there now, it makes it so much easier. So definitely check out those series. Diane, how do you store your cross stitch charts? I feel like a pattern collector. I keep them in binders and I will show, oh, no, that's my comment. I am going to show those here, right here. I forgot to grab it, so give me just a second. I just had to grab it off of the shelf. So I actually have a bunch of these binders. I store my quilting patterns in these. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I have 5 binders that have quilting patterns in them by designer, or by designer and then by what it is in there. I have one binder that has like ongoing projects. I've pulled the pattern out, I put it in there. It's just easy to find. And then I have one for cross stitch. I labeled all these. These are from Target. I bought them all at one time. The sheet protectors are from somewhere else. This is actually some patterns I downloaded from Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. I have the subscription, so I just put these in the front. They're in sheet protectors, but I will show, like, I don't think I have a divider for some of these yet. This is Cherry Hill Stitchery. I have a divider, and then I've got my patterns. So I just keep them in binders, paper pattern or PDF printed out pattern. I will tell you, with the PDFs, once I stitch it, I toss it. I do have them all saved, you know, for future reference if I need to reprint it out. But if I stitch a PDF pattern, I just get rid of it. Especially most of the time I'll never stitch it again, but I do save them. Obviously I'm not going to delete the file off or anything like that, but I keep them all like this because on my shelf it looks really nice. Now I do want to say I will talk a little bit more about all storage for all things. It may not be interesting to everyone, but I am going to do it all as one video on November 15th. I am sharing my craft room. It is not an elaborate craft room, you guys. It is an IKEA craft room, basically, IKEA furniture craft room, but it houses all of my hobbies. And I am going to give a breakdown of storage. I'm going to have links for everything that I can. And I'm going to show, you know, where I store all the things, because in this room is where I quilt. It is where I finish cross stitch. It's where I do my card making job, which for me, card making is a job if you're new here. That is my full-time job as a card content creator. And I do some planning, like happy planner planning. I've not done a great job. I do have a separate channel for that here, and I have really not done a great job with that, even though I absolutely love it. And Peyton's my daughter, talked about that the other day, about how we should start doing planning again, because she goes, Mom, I miss it. I actually bought her a planner. We were at the store and she walked by one, so she wanted one for next year and I got it for her. But I do have plans, and I'm going to do a separate video about that for planning for 2023. But my patterns all in here. I kind of got off topic, sorry. Helena says, I am happy to see that the Fat Quarter Shop has the sticky board circles that come in a bigger size, as she has a couple of stitches that would fit them. And would you be able to show how to make an ornament with them? Yes, I actually have, I'm finishing up a couple things, or I have a couple things finished. I need to FFO, pardon me. And I am planning to do a tutorial. I'm sure there's other tutorials out there as well. I know that there are, but I'll kind of show you what I'm going to do. It probably won't be much different than some of the others, but I would be happy to share that here. And that is it for Q&A. All right, is everyone ready for the Halloween FFO parade? I am. All right, let me grab the first thing. That's not it. I have said that I've been working on this for a while. Let me get a drink. I'm sorry, I'm really thirsty. And coffee probably is not the thing. So I ordered this from Chantal's 141 Design. You guys know I love her shop. I have so many things that I just need to get the stitching done so I can finish it. I was waiting on finishing this because I had hoped that this other piece would fit on there, and it did not. Just barely did not. So I kind of had to rethink it, and I know I've mentioned that I tend to like simpler finishes. Don't judge, because apparently when I was in my Halloween finishing mood, I was extra, like I am on card making. But I love it. I am a huge fan of Tim Holtz, and I love his Idea-ology line. It's especially the Halloween line. I don't know what it is. I like the Christmas too, and I like the everyday, but I'm not crazy. Like I showed you the little clocks that I thought would be cute for round finishes last Flosstube, I believe. But I love the Halloween stuff, and I've been wanting to do something with it, and this stitch just screamed at me. So I did finish the hands-on design costume party, and I finished it on this board from Chantal's 141 design. And it's this little haunted house. I did spray paint it with a texture spray and then flat black that I sanded off. These are layering pieces, that's why it's not sanded, but I really wanted it to be kind of rough looking. But the iron gates, Tim Holtz, the cauldron, the skull, the broom, the stacked pumpkins, all Tim Holtz. And then of course all of this is Tim as well. And then the little bone collector. So the stitch, I know it's a lot, but I wanted it to look like this kind of, you know, haunted house, I guess. And for some reason, this is just what popped into my head, and I like it. I did do 2 layers of warm and white batting. I have scraps from my quilts underneath here. I like 2. I've heard a few other designers talk about it as well. But I thought it just finished it nicely. With sticky board, I wrapped it around. I will tell you, I laced this one. I watched Kathy at Hands On Design do a video tutorial, and I did lace the back of it. I like lacing. I did not lace the other ones. I'm just going to tell you. I think I would do it again, but I was kind of hurrying to get all of these done. And then I did mat it. I wasn't going to, but I thought it needed it. I did mat it on a little fabric, and this fabric it's one of Fig Tree Quilt's fabrics. So just a little something. And then all of this little moss stuff is from Michael's, from a package I got. I felt like it needed a little bit, but I absolutely love it. Chantal's boards are amazing. And I thought that Tim's little products just were the perfect little accent for this. This is the most elaborate finish. Not all of them look like this. I kind of went over the top, I know. And I will tell you right now that these like letterpress letters and numbers are no longer available. I've had them for years and years and years. In fact, I tried to go find some more. I did find one more package that on Etsy or eBay, I can't remember which, and I ordered it because I was using it for something, for a display, and I wanted to spell out something, and so I had bought one more, but they're really hard to find. Normally I try not to use a ton of stuff that's no longer available, but I liked them because I needed some sort of a shelf, which is what I was hoping for with the other little insert that just didn't work out, so that I could set stuff on it. So anyway, the candles, the skull, the bone collector sign, the iron gates, the pumpkins, the cauldron, the bones, the broom, all Tim Holtz. And I will link to it down below in case anything I can still find in stock in case you're interested. But I did attach all of those things with E6000. And you do need to let it sit for a nice, good long time. And then Chantal recommends a tight bond glue, wood glue, that I picked up at Lowe's. I think that's where she said to get it, for all the wood pieces. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I love it, just in time for Halloween. So guys, this board is really cute. I love it. And I love that this little costume party, this was a mystery sale with Hands On Design, but you can buy the chart now. So that is the first FFO. And then I did show you my tombstone from Joanne's that I painted. And I said I didn't know if I would put the Toil and Trouble from Primrose Cottage, which was also a Sal, on here or not, but I ultimately decided to do it because I already had the backer finished. Now, I saw Christy, Java Girl Stitches, she finished hers as well, so definitely check out her video. I'll put a link to that video down below because she had some amazing Halloween finishes. But I decided, because it's double toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble, it kind of felt like a witch's epitaph on the tombstone or whatever. And I had picked up this broom from Michael's, I think, and some other goodies a long time ago, and I threw them all in this bin for and I like to label everything Halloween finishing, and I thought it would be fun to make this like a witch's tombstone. So here is my FFO for that. I did 2 layers of batting underneath the stitching. I fiddled with this guy. I don't even want to tell you how long. Borders are amazing. Borders are hard to finish because to get it as straight as possible. It's not perfect, and that's okay. I did mount it on the gingham check. This is that same Fig Tree Quilts fabric I had in my stash. I used some Lori Holt vintage trim. This is the vintage trim. I'll link to that. It's available at Fat Quarter Shop. But I did do that underneath because I felt like it just kind of helped make it pop a little bit off of my tombstone. This broom, the Hocus Pocus Broom Company, I couldn't take this sign off because it's hot glued on and I thought it would ruin the broom, but I kind of like it. I think it's cute. But I love the size of this broom, and I liked it that it's like leaning up next to the tombstone. And then of course up at the top, these were all picks from Michael's. So we've got some little pumpkins and the witch hat, and then this little filler stuff up at the top of the tombstone. And then I did do just a little, this is some wired ribbon. It's either from Michael's or Joann's from this year that I picked up. I just made a little bow, and then this pick has 3 pumpkins, but this one I just kind of bent down and kind of glued in place in the center, just kind of naturally that way to hide the center. And how I finished my bows is I folded them how I wanted them, kind of twisted, made sure everything was going the right way. And then I ran a stitch, like a little gathering stitch through the center to gather it, wrapped my floss around, and I can do a tutorial if you want. Please let me know if you want me to do a tutorial on how I made my bows. Especially, I'll show you my next one here in a minute. Just let me know. If you don't, that's cool too. I'm good with it, whatever. And also, I should tell you guys, these are my first flat finishes, so please be kind. I'm good with pillows, but I have been really, really scared to FFO my cross-stitch projects in flats. But I was all about extra. And again, I used texture spray paint on this, and then a black, and then I took my electric sander and I just sanded it up to scuff it up and dirty it up. It's a really skinny little piece. I left my tag on, and you could even hang it. I left the hanger on, and you can see it got some spray paint on it. If this is still available, I'll put it on there. It's Place and Time from Joann's, but I got this very, very early, like I want to say August. But they still had it there for a while, but I love it. I absolutely love it. So, I'm excited. I want to FFO everything now. I can't stitch fast enough. So anyway, Toil and Trouble, Primrose Cottage, I will post. I'm planning on doing Instagram posts for all of these things individually, and I'll share that. And let's just go ahead and do my last flat. So I finished the Jardin Privé Halloween stitch. And this is a board from Hobby Lobby. It was from the spring shop. I got it super, super cheap because I bought it way after the season, but it's super skinny and cute. And I just did this little horizontal finish. I used some of more of the Lori Holt vintage trim in white. There was not enough room, in my opinion, to mat this with fabric, nor did I really want to. I wanted more of a natural look. So you're going to see that this one is not blinged out in the Halloween as much. I had some other Halloween stuff. I just wasn't super crazy about it with this particular stitch. Maybe it's the Vintage Country Mocha I stitched it on. But I decided to do the white rickrack back behind my stitch. And then I also have a whole bin of fall, and I like the fall with this board. So I did fall, this is a pick, this was a pick. Actually, I don't know. They run underneath here. I should show you on the Halloween one. I actually popped the Halloween one up a little bit, like I put layers of sticky board down the side so that the picks could lay against the center. I hot glued them in place. But I hot glued those. Then I made 2 bows. Again, I ran a gathering stitch through the center to gather them up. I made the ends kind of pretty. And then this is more Tim Holtz. I wanted something in the center that was more Halloween-y because this is so fallish, but more of a elegant Halloween? I don't know. And so I did a couple of his little bones and then a little skull because I really felt like it matched this. And it's pretty muted. I'll set this on like a little easel or something for display, but I loved it. I thought it turned out good. So anyway, those are my 3 flat finishes. I know you guys are like, wow, Nicole, you have finishes this time. I never have finishes. I'm super, super excited. Halloween is over after today, and it's going to be probably full on Christmas, but now I have some Halloween. And then I did do a pillow finish, but I did it a little different. So I finished the Tiny Modernist Mouse's Halloween. Look how cute. This is going to be like a decoration for here in my craft room, of course, because I mean, I have already told you guys that the spool with the school scissors and all the webs and the pumpkin and pin cushion are my favorite. But I did my pillow finish, and I did the chenille trim from Lady Dot Creates. These pins are from Just Another Button Company. I saw these and I had to buy them for this because I thought they were cute. I will tell you before I flip it over, I think I mentioned a while back that I wasn't super crazy about, you know, the cutting something in the middle of your back of your pillow to fill it and then covering it with felt. Apparently I got over that. But I also watched the Primrose Cottage girls talk about finishing pillows and adding some walnut shells or lizard litter. And so this has a combination of polyester fiber fill and some of these walnut shells that I will link to. I got mine on Amazon, so I'll link to this in my description. They do make a difference, and the next time I make a pillow, I'm going to add even more. But it gives it a little weight. I know I can't really show you here, but it does give it some weight. I think I would add more though the next time, but I love it. But I did do that kind of finish, but I did it a little different. I seamed it here so that I didn't have to cut anything. It just had a little seam that I whip stitched. It wasn't pretty, but I took a die that I die cut some felt from my stash, and I sewed on some of these Just Another Button Company buttons I got from their button club on the back to make it cute, even though you probably won't see it because it'll just sit, you know, on a shelf or somewhere here in my office. But here is my little finished pillow for that. And again, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. So 4 FFOs, woo! I think I finished all the Halloween stitches that I had. I should have brought in some of my other Halloween stitches just to show you guys. They're not brand new. Hold on, I'll be right back. So I think my only other 2 FFO Halloween stitches, one was new this year and one was last year's stitch, but I finished it this year. This was the Bats and Booze stitch, free pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. I'll link to it down below because you can still stitch it if you want. It's beautiful. I did the quilt as well because I loved last year's. I loved it a lot. I didn't love their quilt as much this year, but I love the stitch. You know, it is what it is. And then, of course, this is this year's Boo Crew. And I changed up the colors, and I added some spiders and spider webs. But this is my little long pillow. I love them. So much fun. So we got some pillows. We need them all. We absolutely need them all. Let me set these down. Anyway, so that was my other Halloween stitching decor. I have so many Halloween charts I want to do. Did I finish the Salem Sisters Apothecary? No. but I do want to talk a little bit about that. Maybe we'll talk about that now. I don't know what it is, but I have more Halloween charts that I want to stitch than anything else. I don't know why. And maybe I won't feel that once we move past the Halloween season. Oh, I should mention this too. This is some other breaking news. I hire a company to hang my Christmas lights. Last year was the first year I used them. My hairdresser told me about them. I didn't even know it was such a thing. For years, I've wanted my boys to do it, but neither one want to get up on the roof, and I don't really want to pay for their broken bones. And so I signed up for it. And once you sign up for it, I mean, they come put them up and they take them down. And they set up the timer. It's fantastic. Last year, it was wonderful. I loved it so much. Didn't have the hassle, didn't have to think about it, didn't have to try. The other reason my boys didn't want to do it was trying to figure out how many lights. It was really, I couldn't figure it out either. So hats off to everyone who can do it. Anyway, and I'm definitely not getting up on the roof. Anyway, I hire a company. They sent out a text a while back saying, you know, if you want to do it, text yes or whatever. Make sure that you still want the same colors. I still want the same colors. Anyway, I said yes. And then it said, when do you want us to put up the lights? I said, mid-November. Friday, they sent a text at 7 in the morning that said, we're coming today. Text back right away if you don't want us to. They were here by 8 o'clock. When would I have text back? I wanted to go out and ask them, except I had my pajamas on, if they would put orange lights in until Tuesday. But so I have red and white lights all over my house. They're not on yet. The timer is not on yet, so they're not glowing. But I'm like, my porch is all Halloweened out. Really? I'm sure they want to get it done while the weather's still nice. That's fine. I really don't care that much, but I thought you guys would think that was funny. Because I'm not really ready for Christmas. I'm still wanting to stitch Halloween and fall. Tell me about, there is some at Christmas, but the charts that I'm most interested in are Halloween. So that, I want to talk about that. My goal for this week, and I've decided I'm going to kind of change how my goals work, or how I stitch during the week, especially because I didn't get much done last week, is I am going to try to monogamous stitch during the week, except for two things, but like my sal and an ornament for Christmas. That's kind of my plan. So my plan going forward, this week, my monogamous stitch is going to be the Salem Sisters Apothecary, because I want to finish it and I'd like to show the FFO next week. I mean, it's on the board. I bought the board. It's not going to be anything crazy. There won't be any bells and whistles, but I would like to have that one done because it was a start, and I think I could get it done just with monogamous stitching this week. The other thing I'll stitch is my old-fashioned sal, but that's getting close to being finished. But that's only a small portion each week. So I think that with the sal and that, and then I am going to do my very, very best. We're going to see how it works here for a week or two. I would like to stitch one ornament a week and share the FFO using Chantal's 141 design ornament backers. She has some in her shop. The mystery box obviously was a pre-sale and is sold out. But some of the popular ones are the ones that were most requested are in her shop, as well as other things. And then I want to show some other ornament finishes that aren't on her backer boards as well. Just kind of a variety of ornament finishes. So I'd like to do one of those a week until Christmas. So, but those are small. Those are super, super small, like a one evening of stitching type thing. And by monogamous stitching of that one Halloween chart or whatever chart, after that'll be my last Halloween for this year. I know we're going to be past Halloween, but I want to get that one finished. I will revisit that probably after the first of the year, and I'm considering maybe doing one Halloween stitch a month until we get to next 2023 fall-ish, or August, September, where I start stitching Halloween again. But I do want to finish that one. But I'm working on a plan. I'm working in my planner to plan out what I think I want to do. This is a long story. I realize I'm just rambling. The moral of it is there's a lot of Halloween I want to stitch. Anyway, that's it. I want to talk about this because I had no intention of picking up any more Halloween charts this year because my list is super, super long. And truth be told, when these came out, I was like, they're so cute, but I'm not going to stitch them until Priscilla and Chelsea shared that you could stitch them all as one or individuals or whatever. I'm going to stitch mine all as one. And then they put the cute little banner. So it's their, what are they called? Are they Dapper Doodads? You guys, I don't even know. And then you string together the words Halloween. You stitch the letters and you string them with these beads from Amazon. Oh my gosh. I was sold. Had to have it. Bought them all. I even started stitching. I was having a bad day, so I just started something new. They are these. Let me share. Here's the last one. So these were released one a week. But look at this picture. See how they're all on that board? I actually have that board from Hobby Lobby. I bought it for something else. That something else didn't work out. But I am going to stitch these all as one and put it on there. I think because I want to stitch mine in one long row, I may have to do some finagling. I may have to add something, but they have lots of stitches in this style and shape. So we shall see. I'll let you know, but I want to stitch mine as a kind of as a little town. And then I want to put, nope, this side, I want to hang these letters from it with the beads because they are the cutest ever. So I did buy this. I did want to, full disclosure, I bought every chart. I have to stitch it. I'm super excited about it. I'm not very far, but I did stitch this much of the first one. I am really, really excited. So that was a new start. I did want to mention it. I probably am putting this aside till at least after the first of the year, and then I'm going to I will show you guys and reevaluate all the Halloween and how I think I'm going to do it since there are so many that I want to stitch. All right, let's move on to Sal, and honestly the only other thing I stitched this week. I am working on my old-fashioned Sal. I am still a little behind, but I should be ready and caught up by our Stitch With Me tomorrow evening. This is the old-fashioned Sal by Shannon Christine. And I did talk to Chantal's 141 Design, and she's going to have a board to share with me really soon. In fact, I thought I maybe need to check my email. So here's where I'm at. I do have the hot cocoa part done and all the little snowflakes. You can see I started the mug. I have like some of the whip topping except for the cream shades. I've got the peppermint stick and the cinnamon stick. Now, I say I'm caught up with my week 3. I didn't backstitch around the letters, and I don't know if I'm going to. You guys tell me in the comments what you think. I saw someone else post that they weren't going to. I hate it. I do not like backstitching, and I don't really think it needs it. I will say the little backstitch line right here, I love. I don't love the backstitching around the letters. I think I might leave it. I decided what I'm going to do, because I didn't backstitch the peppermints, and I actually really like those as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and stitch the whole thing, and if I think it needs the backstitching, I'll do that during the bonus week, the catch-up week. But it's cute. I cannot wait to see the backer board from Chantal. I'll have to go look at my email here and see if she sent it over yet for approval. And as soon as I know that she has it up and available, I will share with you guys. I also have that Cherry Hill Stitchery hot cocoa stitch and that she gave me a board for. The board has been painted for a while. I need to FFO that, but I don't think the board's up in her shop. So I'm going to finish it and then I'll ask her when she's putting those up, because she said she is going to, because it's real cute. And you guys are going to love it. It could be used for lots of different things, not just that stitch. And I'm hoping, I told her my goal with the old fashioned was to make it something that people could use for lots of stitches. Not so specific, but you know, we'll see. She's amazing. She really does awesome finishing. All right. Let's talk haul. Let's talk stitchy kindness, and then let's do some giveaways. Haul, first up, Cherry Hill Stitchery actually has some paper charts only. I think this is new, so I picked this one up from Fat Quarter Shop because this whole line is so cute. I don't know if I ever shared the PDF, and I don't think yeah, I do have it here. So I bought this one because it's only paper, not PDF. Big bummer, but I love it, so I got it because I want to stitch this, of course. Let me tuck things out of the way. Let me go ahead and share other cross stitch charts. That is not. So this is the PDF, and I think they have another paper chart coming that's kind of along these lines, but I did download the Sleigh Bells Ring chart from Cherry Hill Stitchery. I love it too. I mean, I love their charts. I absolutely love their charts. And I saw Christy and Fiona of Stitching with Friends. I think they've both stitched this. And I'm thinking Christy changed the letters to red, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm going to too. I'm enabled. Consider me enabled. Anyway, so I am a little bit excited about those stitches. I don't know, what is it with Christmas? I have some charts, but I just have way more Halloween than anything, which is weird. So weird. Okay, and then one morning I got up to do my morning cross. I usually cross stitch in the morning, not every morning, but a lot of mornings, for about 30 minutes to an hour, whatever I have time for. And popped up on my phone that Minky Kim had a new video, which is sewing related. This is not cross stitch. And it was these pumpkins. And I was enabled. I want to make these. And so this is funny. I think they'd be really cool. My personal preference is like some neutrals and oranges. I think this like aqua teal mint one is really, really cute. But hear me out. Shari, if you're watching, wouldn't rainbow pumpkins be cute for our craft room? Because Shari has all the rainbow. I want to make these in like a little rainbow for decoration in my craft room for fall. And I think I may try to whip these out even for November. I'm not ready to decorate for Christmas at all. So it looks really easy. I will let you know. I had wanted to start. I have like all the things ready. I just don't have it going. So I bought and downloaded her pattern. And then I did buy this pattern from Fat Quarter Shop because someday I want to make this. It's spools, but they have quilt blocks in them. This is the Lori Holt So Scrappy Spools. The pattern's by It's So Emma. You guys, first of all, that flag spool is the cutest. I loved that one. See, there's a couple of them. Where's the other? Oh yeah, there's like a heart one. Let's just look. Let's take it out, shall we? It's easier to see out of the plastic anyway. I just don't want to show the pattern, so let me look here really quick. Oh yeah, there's a heart. It's just more of like a little leaflet. Oh, here, I'll show you this. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I want to make this. It's so cute. we'll see. The Scrappiness is Happiness quilt-along starts this week, and I'm pumped. I am ready. And then Country Cottage Needleworks, I really hope I'm right, has a big, I think it's called Big City. It's going to be a stitch-along starting in November, starting tomorrow, I guess. But I signed up to get the patterns from Fat Quarter Shop because if you signed up as a club, you save 10%, so I'll get the patterns from them. I bought all the floss, I bought my fabric, but it stitches a city. What is it with me and the long, skinny stitch cities? A holiday city. So I did pick up my floss, and it's a combination of Classic Colorworks and DMC, and I'm going to stitch on 32 count Platinum Lugana, which I love. I already have some of this that I'm stitching something else on, and I absolutely love it. So I did pick up that. I guess I'll be doing that stitch along too. As soon as my stitch along is over, I'm kind of thinking that will be something I can work on. And I'm getting close. There's not a ton left on the old-fashioned sale. All right, is that it? Oh no, I did get Stitching with the Housewives new red ribbon ready for Christmas finishing. So I have the black, pick up the red. I think they said Aqua's coming next. Woohoo! Yay! So their ribbon's really, really, really nice, and I'm very excited. I think I'm going to use this on my old-fashioned, maybe. I'm going to use this on my other little hot cocoa bar sign. We'll see. I'll use it for lots of things. Okay, that is it. No, it's not. I have piles everywhere. My latest label from Sweetwater came. I am a member of the Sweetwater Label Club. I love this month's label. So sometimes you get one big one like this. Sometimes you get a couple. I think I showed you. Here's the last one, so you got two, but it has your name, perfect labeling your quilts and things. I'll put that away. I ordered this tobacco basket backer from Chantal's 141 design. That's what I want to share, and this kind of goes into Stitchy Kindness. So the haul and then right into Stitchy Kindness. So I ordered this and one other piece, but I put the piece down in my finishing buckets in the basement, so sorry. I bought this to finish something on because she shows the cutest finishes, and I thought I didn't like the tobacco baskets, but she does the best finishes, and she totally enabled me. So I bought this. And then that stinker sent me a whole bunch of awesome finishing pieces. So I want to share them with you so you can see kind of what she has in her shop, because she just is so amazing. So she sent these paddles. You guys, how cute. Even the Toil and Trouble would be really cute on this. So anything long and skinny, or not super skinny, you know what I mean, would be cute on that. So there's that one. This cute little paddle, all kinds of paddles. Look at this one. Looks like kind of a cutting board. Oh, here's one that's just a little bit shorter. This round, how cute would a round finish be on this? So she sent me those. She sent me some extra ornaments. This is my favorite. I'm gonna keep it. The little paddle, so it kind of matches those big paddles, but this is the ornament. It was in the mystery. Rounds, and some of these I am going to offer as giveaways. Another tag. The shiplap tag. Tag. Oops. That was not good. And the 2022. I'm for sure offering this. I'm going to offer a couple things. So this will be in a giveaway with something else today. I already got one in the mystery box, so I want to offer this to someone else because I think a round would be cute. She shared that maybe adding a photo in here would be cute and painting it up. But I'm going to offer it with something else, and then she sent some beads and things. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm clumsy. That's just a fact. Let me pull out all this stuff. There's not enough room, I've noticed. when I do these. And then, so you know I love her floss keepers. I use one for my old-fashioned Sal, and I gave some away. Look at these! So it's the same one, but it's got little Santa lasered in there. Isn't that cute? So she sent a few of these. I am going to give away the floss keeper and the ornament, and I'm going to put some of the beads in with this and some of the twine that she sent for the ornament. So this will be a giveaway here in just a little bit. But thank you, Chantal. You're so sweet, and I absolutely love everything that she does. So you want to be inspired for finishing, go to her channel. That's all I got to say about that. Okay, some Stitchy kindness. So I had a viewer, and you know what? I don't like to say your name because I haven't asked if it's okay or not, but I had a viewer say they had a couple of extra patterns and they wanted to know if they could send them to offer in a giveaway, and I'm going to give both of these away today. So she had an extra old-fashioned, this is the Sal that we're doing, Shannon Christine pattern. It's the paper pattern. So it's the paper one. The chart is nice and big, but you can highlight it up as you're stitching or whatever. But if you want to join in, it's not too late. We have plenty of time before Christmas. There's definitely plenty of time. So I want to offer this in the giveaway today. So that will be a giveaway. Thank you so much. And then she also had an extra of the Primrose Cottage, Deck the Halls. How cute is this? This would be a great little ornament. So I'm going to offer this as a giveaway today as well. Thank you for sharing those with me. Again, I would say your name, but I hate to say in case you don't want me to, because a couple of people have not wanted me to. And then one of the winners for the Lori Holt planner sent me this beautiful thank you card. Thank you so much. She loves her planner. I absolutely so excited. So this was from Brenda, and she sent me a thank you card. You definitely don't have to, but I do treasure them. I save them all. So thank you, Brenda, for sending me your beautiful work. And that is my Stitchy kindness today. Actually, let's not put these away because I want to put those in today's. And let's move on to giveaway winners. So I do want to mention in Flosstube 20, I was giving away this Halloween needle minder, and no one, whoever I drew, I can't even remember, did not claim it. If you haven't seen Flosstube 21, I don't know, wherever I announce this, please go look, because if I don't hear from the winner, and again, I forgot to go look and see who it was so I could mention it again, but if I don't hear from the winner, I will draw someone new and announce it next week. All right. Other winners. So I always pop the comment down here in the description. So check that out. If that is you, if that's your comment, email me at the email listed down below. I'm not emailing you. I'm not leaving you a comment. Email me with your mailing address and I'll pop that out. Now the first two, I only need the email that you would like because it's a digital product. So number one was a $20 gift card to Shannon Christine's online shop, meaning you can pick any pattern at all. The winner is Judy Parma, and you can email me, Judy, and have fun shopping with Shannon Christine. The second giveaway from last week was a copy, the PDF version of the old-fashioned chart that I shared that we're doing the stitch along right now. So that is Joan Menard. Joan, if that's you, email me and I will send that over to Shannon and she'll get your chart to you. You can join in anytime. I'm so super excited. And then the third winner from last week, Fat Quarter Shop sent me a set of the Stitching with the House Housewives month-to-month sticker set, as well as a bunch of floss bitties, and I combined these, and the winner is Sandi Arnold. Congratulations, Sandi. Email me with your mailing address. I probably could find it, but it would be easier if you email me. And I will pop these in the mail to you. Absolutely amazing. So thank you so much, everybody. Send me your email or your shipping address and I will get those out. And please, if you are the winner of this, I would love to send this to you. Otherwise, I will pick a new winner next week. So I've mentioned in my last 2 videos that no one claimed this floss, the boho floss keeper from Chantal's 141 design. I had given away 3. 2 of the winners contacted me like immediately, and the 3rd never did. So I chose a new winner from Flosstube 18, which is where I was giving these away, and it is Margie Palmieri. Margie, please email me your shipping address and I will pop this in the mail to you. They are amazing, amazing. I love them. On mine, I put like a little label. You can also write in pencil and then just sand it away when the project's done and just load it up with your flosses. So that goes to Margie. Okay, congratulations everyone. Please email me. So this week's giveaways, and my washing machine or dryer is super loud. I'm sorry, it's playing a song. Please be a subscriber. Please like the video. Sorry, I've been talking a long time. Like the video, be a subscriber. For the physical, I have all physical products this week, so you do need to be a US resident. You do need to be over 18 so I can ask for your address to mail you your prize. And I would love for you to answer, are you ready for Christmas stitching or are you still in fall? Let me know in the comments. I like hearing from you. And with that, I have 3 giveaways this week, mostly because I just did not organize myself very well. I am going to be doing some more giveaways because I'm going to do a fun thing here for November, but there will be more about that this next week. I need to get that planned out a little bit better first. So number 1 this week is the paper pattern of the Shannon Christine old-fashioned chart. This is number 1. So leave a 1 down in the comments below if you would like to receive the paper chart. Thank you so much for the wonderful viewer who shared that with me to give away. Number 2 is Deck the Halls by Primrose Cottage Stitches. Put a number 2 in the comments if you would like to receive the paper version of Deck the Halls. And again, thank you to that same viewer who shared these charts. I appreciate it so much. I love that you are willing to share those with our community. And I just want to say she also sent money to reimburse for shipping, which is totally unnecessary, but it's so, so kind of you. So thank you. I appreciate you very much. And then number 3, I am going to give away the 2022 ornament and then the Santa floss keeper from Chantal's 141 design. Chantal, thank you for sharing extras with me. And I will give away a couple more things coming up soon. But I'm also going to share some twine and then some of these little wooden beads with you. Maybe even some little red ones from my stash. I know I showed you the Halloween beads, but I also have Christmassy ones. So they're going to be like this, but Christmassy. I'll throw in a few of those too. Okay. So that is number 3. You can leave a number for whatever you're interested in. Don't write all. Please don't write giveaway. And again, please know that I am never going to ask you to text me through a third-party app. I will never ask you to pay for shipping. Which is something else someone mentioned that they were asking through that third-party app, was saying that they needed money for shipping. No, that does not happen. So please know the only way here on Flosstube is I will announce you and you're going to need to email me. So that is it. I'm not going to track you down. I'm not going to find your comment. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, you guys, I think that's it for this week. Thank you for hanging out with me. I am going to go over with you November plans when I meet with you back at the end of this week. At our regularly, it should be our regularly scheduled time unless this week doesn't go any better than last. But we'll talk about plans going forward, my holiday stitching plans, ornament stitching plans. I hope I'll have an ornament to share with you by then. Definitely check out Chantal's channel because she's finishing not only her ornaments, but she has model stitchers and things, and she's just sharing tons of inspiration. So if you're finishing up your stitching ornaments and you want ideas on how to finish, definitely check out her channel. I am putting up how I'm using the floss keeper. In fact, I think some of you have found the video already because I've seen some likes on it. It's unlisted because I put it up and I just haven't finished it, but I said I would do that a while ago and I just did not get it done. But I am putting that up this week, so that will be a little extra video. And other than that, I hope everyone has a great week. If you have any questions or comments or whatever, leave them down in the chat. I do read in the comments. I do read them all. And I will see all of you stitching with me tomorrow evening on Tuesday, November 1st. I've got to think about it for the old-fashioned Sal. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new Flosstube stitching or quilting video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.